You can. My first question is, when did you get started playing and why?
I guess, when did we get started?
The Jewish Community Center, New York,
Right.
1967.
Hey, what a memory, good year.
Remember the month of the year?
Yeah, yeah.
Probably as soon as we saw the Beatles on Ed Sullivan, I would think. Except for Chrissy, she's too young for that.
Right, she sees the reruns, the cut
my
the
dad's
clips, right? Right.
But that's probably about when we started doing it, I guess. All of us, I guess, right? Around that time. Maybe.
Arty's been all over, man. All over.
Good. Arty, who influenced you the most?
I guess the Beatles, Dion too. I remember, right, Ma? About we were listening to The Wanderer, dancing in our underwear, me and my brother.
Yeah, right.
Tom Cruise, is that Tom
we all
Cruise?
wanted
That's right. We got to see a clip of
I was
that.
there, man.
Roll that in. And tell me, how you get an idea to write a song? Where does that come from?
I guess emotion, like maybe something that happened to you one day, or maybe recently. Sometimes when things happen to you immediately, then things come to your mind. And when they come into your brain, you just put them down on paper, you know, this way you make something out of it rather than to go in and go somewhere.
You make like little notes and then
Little
do
notes.
it again?
Sometimes when
Or
you're
so does the whole
driving.
thing come at once?
Sometimes even driving in the car.
You just jot it down and
Write
then...
it down, like when you're at a light, or even like if you're on the
If he gets a
expressway doing
parking
60
ticket,
and
he
you're
gets mad,
correct.
he writes it down. you know.
Parking tickets,
Yeah,
that's a
bad day.
That's how
popular one.
McCartney wrote Rita Made, with it, something with that kind of a
See?
situation. See?
All right. That's good. And do you have any records out, your group?
Well, JP, Shadow, and I, we've put out about 2 or 3 records now that are out on different labels. One's called Don't Give Up. That's we're under the Songs band, and that's on Maria Records. And then we have Jet Lag Traveler with the flip side, Sweat City, and that's on ATM. That's our own record label. And we have some new stuff that we're playing this evening that is going to come out in the immediate future, we hope.
Now, do you have any advice for the people that are watching if they play and they want to get, together? How do they get started? They just know some friends, hey, we're going to
That's it. That's the way to do it. Play with
See
your
Arty.
friends.
Determination.
See
That's
Arty.
it.
see Arty. At the end, we'll give you the address, right?
Take for lessons, we'll give it.
What favorite bands do you have, John?
Well, I happen to like the Beatles, Cream. A couple of my favorite bass players are Jack Bruce, Paul McCartney. These are my some of my influences throughout the years.
How about you, Tom?
Well, like Zeppelin, the Stones, the Beatles, of course.
We're born with the
The Allman
Beatles.
Brothers.
Some of us. You, Chris, any?
Eric Clapton.
I like all different types of music, basically blues, rock and roll, and some of the new stuff that's out now.
Good.
I listen to basically everything.
Very good.
What do you like, Fred?
I would say if I had to come down to it, I'd say I like to be a blues breaker.
Okay.
Yeah, blues is that's just when I play it, you feel it the most.
Like Allman Brothers, Southern Rock
Yeah,
almost?
that stuff. Not only that, like Clapton stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
That stuff.
That's ours too. That's
How
what-
often do you practice together? Or do you play enough?
Sometimes you play enough
places?
so you don't have to practice. And we've been doing it now for 20 years, I hate to say.
Oh, we each practice
So,
on
yeah,
our own.
we each
basically.
practice on our own. We have
And
our
then when we get
assignments.
together once a week.
We had our own studio for quite a while, and we were practicing like every night of the week for 15 years. So after that, you don't have to practice too much anymore. Even
You
though
always
we
got to
do.
practice.
You always gotta. And every job is a practice. Even this performance tonight is a practice.
No, we're not. This is not a.
No, but the next time we play, it'll even be better than
Okay.
it is
Oh, we
tonight.
hope it's not practice.
No, really not. Please don't tell me that now. What's the favorite place you like to play? Weddings? You like parties, anniversaries, outside stuff, inside?
Rock and roll clubs.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Rock and roll clubs that have
Good
the big
old-fashioned rock
PAs
and
and they
roll.
mic everything, and we can
chicken
do
wing
like
it
a
out.
wild show, and
Yeah.
we could let it out without somebody going, "Can you bring it down a little?" Where the people expect to see a lot of
Wild and
high
crazy.
energy, and we could play a lot of our originals in those situations
Good.
also. But the weddings are good because the money's good at weddings. That I have to say.
Yeah.
So
All
that's
right.
why the weddings are good to play. You wear your tuxedo, you eat a great meal, and you drink for free, and you get a good paycheck.
Hold it up.
Night,
Who's your favorite singer? Male or female? Anybody you want to?
Eric Clapton.
No, we just had the music awards, so there was a lot of them.
I
Anybody?
like Bonnie Raitt a lot.
Eric Clapton, I guess. What about you, Tom?
Eric Clapton, too. is
Eric
my favorite.
Clapton. Arty.
Come on, Artie.
George Harrison,
Oh, George Harrison. Oh.
McCartney, something
right.
like that.
But you,
Yeah,
Freddie?
it's in our blood.
I like
huh?
Greg Allman. I like the way he
Hey, there you go. There's
Yeah.
a blues man in the
I
background.
love all that stuff that they said too.
Great.
All right, anything else you want to tell them that, how long ago you started by yourself? Were you 7? Were you 8? Were you 10? Did you know from when you were 5 that you wanted to play guitar?
Started at drums in 3rd grade.
Oh, you started with the drums.
In the 3rd grade. Switched to guitar at about 13. 11, I started the drums, switched to guitar about 13. Then around 16, started doing some piano. And still learning.
Always. Every day's a lesson,
Yep.
right? Did you always play drums, or did you play anything else?
Just the drums.
Just drums. John?
Drums.
Well, I started in the 5th. I think it was in the 1st
I
grade.
remember John in
Playing
the
the
school band.
flutophone.
Oh,
in
boy, everybody
public
had
school
those.
number 3, and then eventually I went to trumpet, and then later on I picked up the guitar when I was around 13 or 14, and stayed with it ever since. Playing bass ever since.
That's good.
Anything else?
Right, John.
Okay. So shall we get on with it and get
Okay,
back
we're ready to
to
rock.
the
Sure.
task at hand?
Sounds great.
We're ready
Okay.
to rock.
Rock on.
All right. Bye-bye.
Hey, guys. Put it in here.
Hello once again, and we're going to play set number 2. The legend continues once again. This song is called Downtown, about a little party downtown. 1, 2, 3, 4.